Let's go next to Haman from Boston. Haman, you're on the air.
Hello, David. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Oh, amazing. So long time listener, first time caller here. I wanted to get your thoughts on Biden's approach to the Iran deal. I think that has been very disappointing because when he was campaigning, he promised to get the U.S. back into the Iran deal
Right.
like relatively quickly, and then his approach now seems to be a little bit more aggressive. He's demanding that Iran get back into the deal first before the U.S. gets back into the deal, and that doesn't really make a lot of sense to me because U.S. was the first one to pull out of the deal, so it feels like he should be, approaching Iran in a more friendly manner.
Yeah, I mean, I think I agree with you that the approach he's taking is not particularly likely to work. At the same time, I think that it would be illogical for Biden to get back in without Iran at least being in compliance, and we have reason to believe now that Iran is out of compliance. Now, as I've said before, of course they're out of compliance. Once Donald Trump pulled out of the deal, Iran's best strategic move is to restart the nuclear research so that then they have something to negotiate with in the future. So unfortunately, Joe Biden is now in a situation where he has to clean up a mess that was caused by Donald Trump. Iran was in compliance. Trump just didn't like the deal, or he didn't like Obama, so he said, I'm going to get out of the deal. And Iran naturally went out of compliance. The problem for Joe Biden now is, on the one hand, as you point out, it was the U.S. who just bailed. So it is sort of the responsibility of the U.S. to get back in. At the same time, the U.S. can't get back in if Iran isn't in compliance. So what's the bridge? The bridge might be that they negotiate something where Iran agrees to be in compliance by a certain period of time. So Iran might say, let's all come back to the table and redo the deal. Give us 6 months or 12 months to get back into compliance. I'm just thinking out loud here, but
Mhm.
you're completely right that the way it's going is not very likely to work.
Right. And I also had another question regarding the same issue. So, is the decision to get back into the deal completely up to Biden, or does that have to be like approved by Congress?
I don't believe it needs congressional approval, and maybe people in the audience will be able to weigh. I don't believe Biden needs congressional approval to get back in the deal.
So that's something that he can unilaterally just take care of.
Yeah, I mean, unilaterally, it's not going to happen. Just Joe Biden saying, "Here's what I'm doing." In practice, that's not how it happens. But it's not. I don't believe it's subject to congressional approval. No.
I see. Well, thank you so much for taking my call, David. Really
My
appreciate it.
pleasure. Great to hear from you.